Hey, human. Coach Nate here with another Mindful Focus. The post I want to share with you today, it reads, Time decides who you meet in life. Your heart decides who you want in your life, and your behavior decides who stays in your life. We have the honor and privilege of crossing paths with and meeting other human souls in this life. And in many respects, that is an honor um, and a privilege. Some of those are brief, others are long lasting. Some of those enhance our lives for the better, others leave scars. Only we get to decide what works best for and serves our mental health and well-being in those interactions, relationships, those again, whether they be brief or extended, how much we invest into them, what comes out of them as a result. Not so much what we're looking to get, but what are the things to be grateful for, the gains, the enhancements. One thing to know is how we respond in those relationships, those that we want to have, that we want to keep, that we want to maintain, may not cause those that we want to stay to remain. We don't control that. We could do everything right. We could invest in the relationship. We could put all the time and energy and focus into trying to maintain it. No guarantee that those individuals are going to stay in your life. That's a reality, and the sooner we learn to accept that, the better place that we can be in mentally, and not being setting up for not be set up for disappointment in those expectations. So we can respond positively. That may not cause them to stay, but our behaviors can influence who stays and who goes. Our behaviors can be a reason they want to continue on and maintain a relationship. They can also be a reason for them to say, this doesn't serve me, the other individual. This isn't what I want. In other words, we can drive people away with our behaviors or lack thereof. No action is indeed an action in relationships. Doing nothing is sending a message to the other part of that relationship of their value to you. Relationships are like plants. They require, and it's a wide variety of plants, but many require sun and water and nourishment and caretaking and sometimes fertilizer, um, but tending to. And again, wide variety of plants. It can vary, but neglected, they tend to wither up and die. So, in terms of the how on the let go, live now, win, our starting point is to be the person that you want to have in your life. Be the type of person and character and in quality, in principles and values, in behavior. Not a holier than thou, look down on. No, no, who wants that? A kind, caring, compassionate, empathetic, active listener, good listener, non-judgmental. Those are great starting points. Master those, which could in and of itself take a lifetime. That can be someone that others find comfort in being around. There's not toxicity in that. Um, being that person that you want to have in your life tends to attract. Being the type of person that you want to have in your life tends to attract the type of people that you want in your life. In your current relationships, it's good to assess the strengths and value of those relationships. Are they contributing to the good of the whole? Are they enhancing your life in some way? Are you better off having that relationship in your life? Are you finding it contributes to your peace and and well-being and being able to be relaxed? Or are you working very hard, feel drained after every interaction, see the text or phone number come up and you go, you're finding ways to avoid and sometimes doing all that because you don't want to hurt their feelings, but that's not for you. Um, Having some degree of a unhealthy relationship is not better than no relationship at all. Yes, I get in sales and when you're, trying to acquire material things, they say, a percent of something is better than 100% of nothing. That can apply towards material things. That does not apply towards relationships. Because even that 1% of a toxic relationship can do so much damage and harm and wound you so deeply and cause such a disruption in you, it may turn you into your behaviors of the type of person that repels the quality relationships that you seek. Just that 1%, just that little bit of toxicity. If you don't believe me, just take a little bit of poison. You don't have to have gallons in the impact on the body. That psychologically, mentally, very similar. In, in other words, it is better to be alone than continually exposed to toxicity. It is better to be alone than continually and repeatedly exposed to toxicity. We then can focus on what brings us joy, what works for us in our lives, seeking to elevate our knowledge and understanding, finding things to be grateful for, self-development. These are all investments into ourselves that help us live up to our fullest potential, rather than continually being worn down little bit by the toxicity, eroded from the inside out. We can find solace and peace alone far more often than trying to find it around toxicity. The way to do that is to be your own best friend, the one that you love most, the cherished soul in your life first. That will help you put you in a position to attract more. You will know love, you will experience love, you will feel love, you will know friendship, you will know what it feels like to feel cherished because you're cherishing yourself and being that to yourself first. There's a light that begins to emanate from you that can attract more of those that appreciate those qualities. Hoping that makes sense. Just sharing some insights with you here. Feel free to try it, toss it. Both of those answers can be correct, but only you can determine which of those are correct for you. If this resonates with you, feel free to give a like and a subscribe. Hit the notification button so you know when I post additional content like this. If you know somebody that could benefit from it, show them kindness and share this with them to help them in their life's journey. And always remember to let go, live now, and win.